of February 2025. We are counting down. Can't wait for the month to be over. If you are like me, you're probably waiting for that smile. That's probably going to happen in the next few days. So hang in there, hang in tight. I know that a lot of people are complaining because there is a lot to complain about. Just this morning, we found out the DSTV is about to put another hike and increase on your subscriptions. And that is to add to the charges that the networks have put. I don't know, have you opened the airtime purchase portal recently? Have you opened the data purchase portal recently? The prices there are mind-blowing. They've gone from 1 gig. I found out 1 gig is now going for 400 naira. Oh yeah. 1.5 is going for about 450. It depends on your network, but you might want to take a look and see the prices have officially reflected on the portals. This morning, DSTV has made an announcement that they are about to join the price hike. Everybody seems to be joining in because nobody's complaining, and apparently we have money stuffed into our noses. We can afford to pay all the hikes, so we continue to move. Just so you know, politics is happening while we're having this conversation. These guys are way ahead of us because as of this morning, we're hearing 2031. How did we get there? I'm still in 2025. I'm trying to survive 2025. These guys are talking 2031. I know. There's El Rufai, there's the Nuhu Ribadu. Why are we having this conversation? We're still here. We're still recording 20 months of trying to understand what is going on. And these guys are way ahead of us. They are talking 2031. And then apparently, there is no Igbo presidency in any of these arrangements. And everybody is quiet. These are real serious conversations, as much as everybody wants to walk around eggshells on it. But the truth is that is there truly not going to be an Igbo presidency at some point in Nigeria, or we are all comfortable with it? Because the conversations that have been had with a lot of alacrity. They have been had with a lot of audacity. So apparently, even now that we're still talking about this, it turns out that it's been certain, or it is certain, that power will return to the North after this. And we're still about just 2 years in. We're not even 2 years in completely. We're just 20 months into an 8-year adventure. And you're saying that even now, you know that after 6 years from now, the power would return to the North. Are we deliberately, is that something we're doing? And what's going on? Right? Anyways, this is the direction that the conversation is going to be taken this morning. What do you think? Do you think that ever in the history of Nigeria that we would live to see an Igbo presidency? Do you think it is visible? Is it feasible? Is it something that we can do? Can the Igbos get a turn at presidency in Nigeria, considering that IBB has venerated us as regards to the 1993 election and June 12th and all the tragic things that had happened in relations to the events at which the IBB has confessed to? All right. Now, what's the arrangement? What's the plan? Are we to carry on like this? Are we to, is this normal? Is this the plan? Is this the arrangement? I really want to know. I really want to hear what everyone thinks about all of this, right? You can join us live on YouTube this morning at High Voltage News. I beg you. I want you to like, subscribe, and share. You will help me grow this YouTube. You will. I'm sure that you will, because I want to grow it. We want to grow it. We want it to become one of the best Nigerian news channels in the world. So I know that you can help us get there by subscribing, by liking and sharing. Trust me, it's worth your trouble. All updated stories, all breaking news, everything you need to know about the country, we got you covered. All right. You can also call live into the studio to vocally join me this morning and share your thoughts and views, contributions on any of the stories that we're going to be reviewing this morning. Right. You can call 0706 048 5853, also 0915 570 8347. The good thing is you can also text these numbers, and you can also WhatsApp these numbers just in case you cannot speak. You're already at work, and things. This is not the talking moment, or you might be still on your way, or you might be disposed to join me this morning. I invite you to be a part of the program. All right. Remember that when you do comment, to keep your comments clean, simple, and civil. We don't want to get into any troubles while we're trying to do what is right. Okay, let me take you straight to the newspapers. Don't say that I told you anything from my own cupboard. No. Okay, so we're dealing with approved verified stories on this channel. Okay, this is the Punch news this morning. First thing on the Punch this morning: Lagos State Assembly Speaker Miranda may step down as a candidate panel shortlists 7 people. All right, I thought we were already done with this. Everybody knows she was going to step down. The Obasa related situation, the president actually reinstated. I read that story myself. I read it here in the news. Almost 2 days after Obasa was dismissed from office, the president wrote directly to reinstate him. So all of this, I think all of this is just protocols now at this point. All right, because this happened when INEC recs were removed from office by executive order of the president. And I asked on this particular channel, I said, is it legal for the president to remove recs from office? What does that mean? Is the INEC truly independent? These conversations, we let them slide by. But in reality, they are shaping everything that's happening in our lives. Let's continue to look at these stories. Filling stations have shut down, loading halted as Lagos impounds tankers. You never see it all. You never see it all. There's always something to look out in our wonderful environment. Ex-Nigerian NSA is linked to $1 million US horse farm scam, says report. All right, Nigeria seeks EU approval to import non-hazardous waste. Okay, all right, okay, to import non-hazardous waste. Again, okay. NDA wants Kaduna residents ahead of shooting exercise. Really? All right. Nigeria, Belgium to strengthen economic cooperation. All right, moving forward. Okay, these are now domestic affairs. Federal government orders Discos to publish details of meter refunds. Well, this one that the federal government is the one who is asking, maybe the law that demands them to publish the details of the refunds they've made is probably domesticated. But the way the federal government is asking Discos to publish details of meter refunds, we'd like to know details of all the monies you said you've been sharing to us this whole time. Because as far as we're concerned, there's been a lot of money promised. Like, you've promised that you've sent us money like too many times. We don't even know who you sent it to. So the same way that these Discos are going to publish the people they refunded monies to, maybe you people can tell us who you kept giving these monies to. You can go as way back as COVID-19. All of the aids and funds that were given to Nigerians, we don't know who got them. We didn't receive any COVID-19 aids. I didn't receive. Did you receive? All the palliatives, everything that were sent to Nigeria, and it was said that they were given to Nigerians. We don't know where they are. We do not know where they are. Oh, also, the subsidized rice. You remember the subsidized rice that the federal government had promised civil servants and civil workers in Nigeria that was supposed to go for 40,000 naira, that they were qualified if they had to go to their local governments and verify themselves. And there were a bunch of things that they needed to do to access that rice. Anyways, news has gotten to me that Port Harcourt got the rice. News got to me that Imo State got the rice. That is, civil servants in these states confirmed that they got the rice. Story has it that Enugu's part of the rice found its way in Port Harcourt. And till today, no civil servant in Enugu has received the subsidized federal government rice that was going for 40,000 naira. Question for the people who are handling this business in Enugu State here. Any reason
why the civil service in Enugu State is not receiving the subsidized rice that was promised in August 2024. This is February 2025. Why hasn't certain states, especially in the East, the only two people in the Southeast that has received those palliatives have been River State and Imo State. And I think Ebonyi State has probably gotten theirs because they are an APC state, so they'll probably be on the front line of those things. But we heard that Enugu State got her quota of said rice, and on good information that it's been sent all the way to Port Harcourt. Question is, how is it going to Port Harcourt, and what is it doing there? If our assumptions are right, they will be repackaged in Port Harcourt and resold back into the market at the regular price of rice, the one sold to regular Nigerians who do not have the benefit of probably working for Nigeria to get it at a subsidized price. So that's the problem. Not even the civil servant who actually is working for Nigeria is winning. Not the guy who is jobless in the street is winning. Nobody is winning. That's the problem we have. Yes, you cannot drive your Ferrari here. The roads are terrible. That's right. You're going to decorate your car parks with them because the road is bad. It's not just my road. The entire place is a mess. It's not me. You don't have to do it for me. That's the problem that the people who have power here, that's the problem they refuse to recognize. They refuse to recognize that it's a general problem. And that is why during the COVID-19, the president of Nigeria had to be flown out of this country to receive Medicare, because you know why? No hospitals in Nigeria had any ventilators. Did you know that? That you didn't have ventilators in Nigeria. Not even the hospital that was in Aso Rock itself had any ventilators. So we had to move the president out of the country. And that is why at the slightest mishap, you have to run out of the country. It's a very bad indication. It's an indictment to your mistreatment of your own self. Because apparently you have no charity because it's not happening in your home. If you have to go on holidays outside of Nigeria, if your children can only get quality education if they are outside Nigeria, they can only get protection, they can only have safety if they are outside Nigeria, then it's bordering on something else. It's not bad leadership. It's bordering on self-hatred. It's not bad leadership. No, what I just said to you is not bad leadership. That is some deep self-hate. You must not like yourself to a very good level for this to be your remedy to a problem. Looking outward, investing outside. Who is going to help us? Who is going to save us? Who is going to teach us to love ourselves? Who is going to teach us to prioritize ourselves? Who is going to teach us to fix up ourselves? Who is going to teach us to love what we have? Who is going to teach us that our musicians don't have to be recognized abroad before we think they're good? Who is going to teach us that the entertainment industry around here is really good until maybe someone picks interest from the global, or we're like, oh, let's join the bandwagon. And now, as I live and breathe, El-Rufai is being heavily whitewashed on the internet. You would think that El-Rufai has suddenly become a saint in Nigeria. And now we're talking 2031 with audacity, with assurances. So is it really democratic? The statement, the body language, is it really democratic? Anyways, let's continue to look at these stories. Don't forget that the phone lines are officially open, that you can join the conversation. You can also join live on YouTube. Right? Let's look at what's happening in our dear country. Do not forget that the police in the Southeast has admitted that yes, no other region in this country experiences the level of human rights abuse that officers practice in the southeast. It is true. Oh, it's true. The police force has admitted that nowhere in the country is the level of human rights abuse practiced in the east experienced except in the east. Questions. Why? Why in the world? Why in the world? Why? Why? What is the chemistry that makes this possible? Any reason why this is true? Any guesses? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Let's go to the Daily Post this morning. According to the federal government, we save 36,000 naira weekly. Nigeria reels out benefits of CNG, right? You remember the CNG gas that the federal government promised was going to make everything better? According to so it's been a battle of the elites, since last week, since El-Rufai decided to make himself media savvy, right? He's been on interviews, exclusive interviews upon interviews, and one wonders why is he making this reappearance and having all these very loud opinions now. Maybe there is something in the pot, something's cooking, but of course something is usually cooking around here, so we'll see what exactly is cooking. Not very long, not in a very long time, okay? All right, let's look at this. IBB's revelation, Ohanaeze affiliate group demands 100 trillion in compensation. All right, how dare you, says the Ohanaeze affiliate group. All right, community protests as Akwa Ibom government begins road construction in Abia State, okay? All right, let's think about that for a moment. Community protests as Akwa Ibom government begins road construction in Abia State. I'm wondering what's going on there. Does Oti know? I'm just thinking, does Governor Alex Oti know that Governor Umoeno is building roads in Abia State? I don't know. What's the arrangement? Anyways, we'll find out, okay? You can catch up on any of these stories, really, on High Voltage News on YouTube. Please like, subscribe, and share. USAID and its withdrawal is not the North's biggest problem. This is coming from ex-Governor Babangida Aliyu. Okay, also Ayedatiwa appoints Faruranti's son as SSG and reappoints commissioner and SAs. All right, moving forward, we are dying of hunger. The beauty product traders beg NAFDAC to reopen the market. Now, this conversation, we've been having it for some days now with people asking the NAFDAC and, of course, the Anambra State government why they must shut down other traders who are in the same market as the open drug market, right? Why would you shut these other guys down because because of fake products and all? It turns out it's an entire chain reaction. You're all in it together. I'm sorry, but it's true. You're all in it together. It goes for those who are selling fake body products, that's fake beauty products. It goes for those of you who are selling fake canned products because it goes for those who are making the fake drugs. It's so not just the fake drugs. We're dealing with fake drinks. We're dealing with fake food. We're dealing with fake beauty products, that's cosmetics. So you are literally pirating everything. It's bad enough you are putting coloring and flour in palm oil. You think we don't know? We've been investigating this thing for years. You are putting dangerous things in all things. So it means that all of you have to be checked. None of you should be left alone. Because you're threatening our lives, you have become dangerous to us. You are making us buy our debts with our monies. Go to the hospitals and see how many people you've damaged their kidneys and their livers with your fake products. All of you. We're putting it in our hair. We're putting it on our skin. We're drinking it. We're eating it. And we're buying it. It's not like we're asking you to give us for free, so you say you want to kill us for it. No, we're actually paying you. We're paying you very well. For you to endanger us with so much audacity, I don't care how long they need to put those markets on lock and keys, but they need to check everything. You have taken everything from us. What else do you want? We buy toothpicks, we can't even use them because you make them so substandard that they are breaking. Toothpicks, they are breaking. You use them, they break, and we bought it. You buy a matchstick, you literally can't find one that strikes properly because it's so fake. So you're making us buy things in double because the first one is not good enough, so now I have to buy another one. You're making products that don't last. You're importing things that we regret buying. It's not funny. The other day I was telling Hollandia, the Hollandia industry, I don't know what your names are. Listen, I don't know what it is that's in the market. I don't know what you're selling to people. I had that experience myself. Nobody could actually drink that product. Nobody could. Nobody could drink that particular Hollandia product that we got that day because it was horrible. And this same product, people have found all kinds of things inside, and the pictures are everywhere on the internet. Before you say somebody's telling lies against you, the pictures are on the internet with people finding strange substances, strange smells, strange things in your products. And I'm not saying you're the ones making it. I'm saying, why don't you make sure that nobody is pirating your products and putting the lives of Nigerians and your customers in danger? Don't you care about your Nigerian customers? Apparently, there is no consumer protection here. So they might as well give us whatever they want. Because we can't even complain to anybody. The last time somebody made a review on a product in this country, I'm talking about Chioma Okoli. Somebody, a billionaire, a rich man in this country, put her in jail for 9 months, and she was pregnant and she lost the baby because she told this person that your product was bad. That's the truth. That is the truth. They are inviting Ahmed of Brekete family to the Senate to come and answer because he interviewed Natasha Kingibe, the senator, to explain what had happened between her and the Senate President, Senator Babio. And now Brekete family is going to appear in the Senate to come and explain himself. So you would think that IBB will be called to appear in the Senate. You would really think that certain people who have done certain things in this country would have been, asked to come to the Senate and tell us. No, it's Very Dark Man and Bobrisky. It's Brekete family. These things are on our national dailies every day. I don't even know. I don't know. But I hope everybody knows what it is that we're doing. I hope we're all watching. I hope there are no surprises anywhere for any of us. I mean, these things are pretty normal, right? Speaking of El Rufai, I feel stranded that APC left me, but I won't retire from politics, coming from El Rufai. Also, El Rufai, I will never go to PDP. So, what are the options? Maybe Labour Party, or maybe the guy has something on the stove. Who knows? Tinubu was never my friend. We weren't close. El Rufai speaks on APC primary elections. Okay. PDP condemns heinous crimes and attacks on Edo community and killing of farmers. Yeah, pretty much, right? We have terrible stories coming out from Benue State, and now we are to add Edo State to the list because apparently a community in Edo State have been hit by herders. Okay. Beautiful story, right? Yeah, fantastic. Court halts Zamfara State Assembly's move to remove APC lawmaker. Naira appreciates across official and black market to begin on a good note. Every day it is. Nigeria Customs cancels import declaration under suspended 4% FOB charges. All right. DSTV and GoTV have hiked their subscription tariff for Nigerians. You might want to check out what yours has become this morning. Other Nigerians have also advocated to the Nigerian government to make DSTV pay as you go. You don't have to subscribe, but Can that happen? Can that happen? Will that happen? Does anybody care for that to happen? I don't know. But that's what's up on Daily Let's see that's good on the Punch this morning. Have we looked at the Punch? We look at the Vanguard, I think. Okay, we didn't necessarily at the Vanguard. Okay, look at this. Tax evasion. NLC, TUC, and NECA tackle Akpabio over comments. You know, the tax reform bills conversation has been had, started yesterday and continues today. I think today is for the general public to join their mouths and join their thoughts and tell the government what they really think about the tax reform bills. Yes, a lot of people think our opinions don't matter, but trust me, it is always very good to put it out there. Yeah, government, they do what they want, but they also listen to the people. I mean, without the people, there is no government. We are the cloud. There are no stars without us, right? So that's the point. So go to your social media, go to your groups or wherever it is. Can you put out your thoughts on the tax reform bills? Put out your thoughts on the internet, on the social media. Trust me, artificial intelligence has a way of gathering all this data together to prove a certain point. So whatever thoughts you might have as regards the Nigerian tax reform bill that was halted up until now, so that proper deliberations can be had over the conversation. So today, the floor is open for the general public to join the conversation. You're going to see reports all over the television and stuff like that. Join in, listen, know what's going on, find out what it's really about, and share your views and thoughts however you can. You can also drop your comments on our side of the story at High Voltage News, all right? So that we will know what to expect and see if the government is really doing what we want or doing what they want. Because if you don't say what you want, we won't know. Right? Because it seems the government is thinking for us at the moment, because we seem to not be making up our minds and telling the government what we want. So if you join your thoughts on the tax reform bills now, maybe you can be able to join your voice in making a change, right? Good morning to you.
Morning.
You're welcome.
Thank you. This is Parasatwa from Enugu.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you. Let me first comment on RFI.
Okay.
RFI says, you see, when we say politicians, they don't care about Nigerians, they care about themselves. Because the business is an lucrative business. And there is no other business they can do than politicking. Because once they get into office, they mass wealth as much as they can for themselves and their family, and not serving the nation. And we will continue to shout on this, because I wonder how we can progress. We see those aids that are coming are no longer coming.
Of course.
So, like what President Tinubu said, is for Africa to wake up. So they better redesign and have a reapproach to this, because if they continue to suppress people, making people pay taxes without having something on the ground for it, one day people may react. So they should come up, stand up, and give us good leadership. That's what we are demanding from all of them. For him, we know him. If he didn't get what he wants, you see him shouting and making all sorts of noise. If you have been following the trend of his comments during the time they were in opposition to 2015 election, you will be asking yourself, is he the same man that is talking like this?
I know. It's quite confusing.
So that is them. That is it for them. For us, people shouting about talking about the fake drugs. I mean, fake drugs and fake products.
Oh yes.
Does it mean that the state has succumbed to those non-state actors on their respective areas? Is that what it means?
I don't
because
know.
I would have loved to see, as a lawyer, that you have this product in your shop and you are arrested for selling such fake products, and charged to cops, seize your property, seize that shop, close it, and get a sentence on that. Other people in that field, on that line of product, will now see what had happened to the other man, and that's the only way they can change.
There you go.
If there's no strict punishment, come on, this is just a mere rhetoric. We've always had this. They are a powerful union. They have made a hell of money. They put it together and have their way, and they continue to kill us. And they will continue to kill us. Like you said, that's Hollandia. Somebody put it in his or her shops, and somebody discovered it. Can't Consumer Protection Agency go after that person?
I don't know.
Get him jailed, and let's see. Because if there's such an overwhelming evidence, I tell you, it's a matter of fulfilling all the righteousness in court. He will be sentenced. This is exactly what we need. This is exactly what will sanitize it, not by closing the whole market. If you like, close it from now to Dankena.com. The moment you open it, they will see it is business as usual. This is Nigeria. It's like a virus. It is in our place. Let the state punish people who are selling these fake drugs. They are human beings. They're not invisible. They are visible. They know them. They know where they are selling it. So why do we now pay our tax in paying the officers or those agencies that are meant to sanitize those things? Are they complaining that these people are as grow wings that they don't have anything to do about it? Come on, we don't accept it. Let the state do what it's supposed to do, please. And save the life of Nigerians.
Thank you very much, Barrister. I appreciate you for calling. Have a blessed day ahead. All right. Phone lines are officially open. Let's hear what you think. Thank you, the barrister, for always joining me on these conversations. Listen, we have to do something. All right. We have to say something. Right. We can't keep quiet. You can't keep quiet. You can't make these hard monies only to spend them buying fake drugs to give your children. Are you people listening to the conversations we're having? Good morning to you. Are you there?
Okay, I'm here. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Welcome. Your name and location.
Okay, my name is Victor, calling from MNS.
You're welcome, Vic.
Okay, your analysis this morning, my sister, Nigeria. Sometimes I used to think if we are all human beings. For instance, in terms of this fake product you mentioned,
yes,
we have Standard Organization of Nigeria.
Of course, the
Consumer Protection Council. So we have, and even the worst part of it is those products. You will see NAFDAC number there.
Oh.
You will see NAFDAC number there. You will see Standard Organization's logo there. You will see MAPCAP logo there. All those things, all of them are fake things. So, for my own solution, that even Standard Organization of Nigeria, that agency should be scrapped because they don't know what they are doing. All those things, if somebody paid bribe, they just allow the person to manufacture something that will kill Nigerians. Because, for instance, somebody that has fake companies, and we know that the place is fake, manufacturing fake products, because the person has somebody in top. So all those agencies will not go there because he has somebody on top. But if it is a person that does not have anybody, he will close that office. He will go after that person. That is not working in Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Victor. I really appreciate. This is us. We're calling on the government, Enugu State government. This is a kind of adventure that I think that you'd like to involve yourself in, Your Excellency. The things that we're consuming has to be checked now. Come on. The country is going through all of these economic reforms that you yourselves admitted was going to be crushing for Nigerians. You told us that it was going to be. Is it that while you said this, you did not or you don't care to make any measures available for us to have safety? I've talked about poor people not being able to move around in Enugu. And some of you are really excited about it. What is making you happy? about the fact that most families in Enugu, if there is a crisis, really can afford to pay for the cabs in Enugu. And why? Because nobody can regulate them. Young people cannot get apartments. Families cannot find houses in Enugu because there is a middleman and nobody can control that middleman. It's always the human factor where nobody can do anything because my brother is that, my sister is that. And that's why you can allow them sell fake products, things that will endanger the lives of children. You're selling fake milk in the market. How dare you sell fake milk in the market? And that goes for the formulas you people are selling, because who knows what you're selling to these women as formulas, and we're feeding them to infants. You people, good morning to you.
Goodbye.
Greetings to you.
Okay, from Ambano Road.
You're very welcome, sir.
The issue of fake drugs and fake products actually disturbed. They are really disturbing. But I think that NAFDAC can do maybe the organization should be decentralized. What do I mean? Please come to effect. And they employ enough staff in such a way that all those markets, they'll have their own offices. For example, if they can have their office in this main market, where they are selling drugs, that will be easier. Instead of coming once in 2 years or coming once in 3 months. If they have the office there, it will be very difficult after selling those, so that it will be a kind of routine something. Yes, that's what I feel. Instead of you leave them, I could remember they nearly killed because they wanted to make sure there was no fake drugs in Nigeria, especially in Nigeria.
True.
So, if you don't establish their offices in those places, believe you me, it will be very difficult to control it. Secondly, they can bring in what I said before, that was yesterday. That man is the system that the English market must handle. They are too scam. Where if the NAFDAC comes in, then they just check it. Or even they scratch, because how many do you have now fake anti-malaria something and antibiotics? Because all of them now carry scratch. So closing that and just a temporary measure, even if you close in 6 months, once you open it, they will go back to where they were doing before.
Of course.
This is actually something. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Okechukwu. Is it not because maybe around here, who actually has ever paid for anything that they've done? Who pays? Is there accountability here? Is there consequences for actions here? Good morning.
Sorry, I had to call back, please. Can our government adopt that Abacha program, GTDF drugs, in all our teaching hospitals? Because I think I must thank your station to bring out this program, because this is instilling our people in a mass level. It's not a small thing. This fake drug of 18.
It's serious.
It's only if you have not if you are not a victim, or your relation has not been a victim of it, that you will not understand what Nigerians are going through. Let our government, we have general hospital where there is a praetorian of means of checking what is happening there. Let them establish, would they have pharmacy? But most time when you go to those hospitals, they will tell you this drug is not there, this drug is not there. You can now imagine where, if government cannot provide such drugs there, where else can you get it? Because if you have where our citizens can go and buy this drug in teaching hospital that is being scrutinized, I bet you these criminals that are in the market, they will not see anybody to patronize them. But because government most time will overlook some of these things. Because to fight this thing is a very big, it is better, it is cheaper. From this year, make an arrangement, have it in all the teaching hospitals and some other local hospitals managed by government, and put up the proper agency to check it. So there's nobody to go and patronize them because the people are continue to go in there and they buy what will help them to die. Let our government adopt that system. It will reduce this thing to barest minimal.
Okay, barrister. Okay, barrister. Thank you very much. I hear you. I remember the PTF. I remember correctly. And it wasn't just the drugs. They also dealt with hospital supplies. I'm talking from everything.
Exactly.
They gave everything. In fact, if you were around sometimes in the 90s, you would still have met them. They were still in full function. True.
Because I have an experience of it. My dad was diabetic. That's where we always go and buy his drugs.
Okay.
And they were subsidizing it. We were able to afford it then because government have done that.
It is true. It is true. Thank you, barrister. Thank you very much for dropping that nugget for us. All right, we still have about 15 minutes before it's over, so you can still join me this morning. I will soon start telling you what's going on our investigated stories this morning. I have comments coming in from YouTube and from all other social channels that we're on this morning. In Nigeria, fraud in the areas of distribution and misappropriation of drugs and medical supply is owing to an underfinanced and badly managed system, poor record keeping and ineffective monitoring and accounting mechanism. Oh, this person writes the way I do. Okay, I like this a lot because nothing seems to be happening. Look at what happened to Dora Akunyili. The one time the NAFDAC will get an overhaul, get a refix, a reshape, the woman is taking out. And also we know that they have been struggles. I mean, the people who are buying these fake drugs, who are importing them, doing these horrible things, they have enough money to make sure that the people they want in office are in office. They have enough money to bribe. So how do we begin to clean up such a heavily dense misbehavior? How do we fix it? Good morning to you. Greetings, you're welcome. Your name and location, please. Oh, just waking up. Good morning, you're welcome.
Memphis.
Sir? This one you're calling me like this. What have I said? What have I done?
See, all of us have a role to play.
Tell me.
Including you and me. We have a role.
Justice, I've been trying, you know that I have been trying.
Those places, they manufacture or they do those fake drugs. It is not in the spirit. Are you getting me?
I'm listening to you.
It's not in the spirit. People knows them. It is high time we begin to call out those people. Anywhere you know that all these fake things are being produced.
Yes.
It is high time one of you may be a victim one day if you keep hiding those people. If we keep hiding them, because government cannot be everywhere. It is you and me who are in the society that can tell government this person and this person is doing things wrong or right. So it is now beyond on us to make sure that we do the right thing. These people, they don't produce this thing spiritually. They do it, and we know where they manufacture, where they produce this thing. It is not hidden. It is hidden from a larger society, but to a few of us, we know them. We know those things. So it's high time we begin to speak out. If you know, like I told you, was it yesterday? If you have malaria now and you take a dosage of malaria, do you know in the next 2-3 days, if you take another one, the system will still persist. But they told us that this is the dosage that can cure that malaria, which shows that those products are substandard.
I know. You remember the drug called Naloxone? Did you ever remember the drug called Naloxone?
Yes.
Did you know there were just 3 tablets, and if you took Naloxone, you were free from malaria? Did you know?
Now, yes, but now they told us they are doing AC. When did AC enter into drug?
Mr. Justice. No, but I know that these days you have to take the malaria drug, and you also have to do a course of antibiotics. And do you know how much those antibiotics cost? They actually cost more than the malaria drug.
More than malaria drug.
Yes,
and the worst thing is that you keep having constant headache. And when you go back to, they will tell you it's typhoid. And this typhoid is something that you have taken a dosage of the the drugs you're supposed to take.
Yes,
and they will ask you to repeat it again, and nothing happens. You're still there. That is why all this sickness you see, they keep piling up in our body system until when it comes out in rage, we don't have anywhere to hide. It's quite unfortunate. We have to do something very urgent. We have to do something very urgent. This is becoming so bad that people are not taking lives as, in fact, in Nigeria, we say life is cheap.
Yeah.
Life is very cheap in Nigeria. You can buy it anywhere. Even if you don't, the least of the least buy life. That is why they make sure that whatever we do, it is not meant, it is not like it is sacrosanct. No. In Nigeria, life is like anything. It's like Indomie. Good morning.
All right, Justice, thank you very much. Thank you for calling. Thank you. And I'm glad I've also kind of like awakened your zeal and your interest, in discussing the nation once again. I remember when you got really tired and you told me, Mavis, I'm not commenting on anything concerning this country again. And you have every right to say that. But this is home. And if we don't fix home, what's the point? Where would we go? Good morning to you.
I call back Victor from MNN.
All right, welcome back, Victor.
You see this Nigeria.
Tell me.
There was this one certain time last year, based on our work, we load diesel.
I wanted to ask you, Victor, what do you do? If you can share that with me.
Okay, we are into oil and gas.
Okay, makes sense.
We load diesel from Lagos going to Abuja.
All right.
We reached one checking point at Gwagwalada.
Okay.
And we went to give sample to civil defense. He told me that this diesel is not the original one. I told him that we loaded this thing on a depot and we have a waiting of that diesel. You know the thing the civil defense told me that depot, they know it from a while that they are fake depot. The product they load there is fake.
So and they know. They know.
And I asked him, and you people know this. Why can't you people go there and close it?
Yes.
And the thing he told me is, I know Nigeria. I know Nigeria.
Okay.
So you see all those fake companies, that manufacture fake products. Now Nigeria, we know Nigeria because they cannot. Ordinary person will not have a company without and the person is manufacturing fake product, and the government will allow the person. But those people that has somebody in government, they can do anyhow, and nobody will go after them. So that is the problem of Nigeria, that we know the truth and we know all those places they are manufacturing those products. But if you went there and call for maybe police or DSS, before you will reach back home, they have released the person. That is the problem. Thank you.
Thank you, Victor. You see the story that Victor just told us this morning about we all know what's going on, right? Because what we will not do is lie. We won't start lying now. It's too late. Okay, you have 1 minute because I need to call out the new tariff hike for you. I need to give you the numbers. Good morning.
Okay, good morning. This is Chidoze. I come from
You're welcome, Chidoze. Please, you have 1 minute. Can you keep it brief?
Okay, let me tell you a quick story.
Tell me.
So I think after my secondary school, I went to stay with my cousin that stays in the north that has a pharmacy.
A pharmacy, okay.
Yeah, okay. So that was my first experience. That there are categories of drugs.
Tell me.
There are fake ones. You know that these ones are fake ones. So if you don't have money, these are the ones we sell to you.
You and then don't mean it.
Yes, there are those original ones that
are supplied directly from the company like Pfizer, Fitsin, and all those ones. Yes, so they supply them direct to us. So all those fake ones, let me shock you, they all come from Onitsha. There's one particular guy that supplies us those ones from Onitsha. We know that it don't work. We don't even take it. In fact, that was where I took the decision that I will not do this business, because I initially went there to maybe learn the trade and see if I can. Yeah, so when I know our Northern brothers, they like drugs very well, both the good and the bad ones. So any person you see into pharmacy or chemist over there, they always have money. You guys like drugs,
oh my goodness.
Yes. So you see that these ones, what are they called? These after pills, fake ones, and then I'm surprised you see those girls, they'll just come after all this their festive period. They'll just come and ask you, please, I did this, please, can you give me something that I can? They don't have money.
And so then you give them the fake.
It doesn't work. In fact, most times when I sell it to them, I'll just be laughing in my mind that after 9 months, you may see the result of it. So what I'm trying to say is that this fake drug is as eating deep. In fact,
so what you are explaining to me is something that is quite normal.
Yes.
Are you saying that those drugs are in Enugu here? You are saying that they are in circulation everywhere?
Like now, if I for my parents, I don't allow them to buy drugs by themselves. I go to buy for them so that I can ask question upon question because I understand this thing.
So we should also ask questions when we want to go and buy drugs. Tell us what to do. What do we do? What do we look out for? Where should we go?
I it's been a while since I left that line, but then I know that those medicines from companies like Fitsin, Nemet, and some of these companies, they're always the genuine ones. But then I've also noticed that our people have started faking those ones too. So it becomes a big problem. So I would rather buy paracetamol from Juhel around here than buying M's or these other ones that moves in the market.
Oh wow!
Because that's the ones they fake. It's the ones that move that they fake.
Okay, all right. I have to let you go now, but thank you very much for the information that you have given to us. Allegedly, the idea, I'm not telling you this, but the idea is to keep your eyes open, keep your ears to the ground, listen. Before you endanger your life and endanger your family, before you spend your money wrongly. All right? I'm sorry I don't have a lot of time, but I want to quickly call out the new tariff for you because I promised that I would. For GoTV, listen, for GoTV, Super Plus is 16,800. That's the new subscription. Super is 11,400. Max is 8,600. Jolly is 5,800. Ginger is 3,900. And Smalley is 1,900. Let me give you what it is for DSTV. For DSTV Premium, it is now 44,500. For Compact Plus, it is 30,000 naira. For Compact itself, it's 19,000, and for Confirm is 11,000. Yanga is 6,000. Paddy is 4,400. HD PVR access service is 6,000. Access fees 6,000. Extra view 6,000. That's your new subscription for DSTV. The previous one was for GoTV, and that's as good as it gets this morning. Trust me. If you want to know what's happening in Nigeria and all around the world, you want to know what's going on around us, tap into High Voltage News on YouTube, and also join me every weekday 9 a.m. till 10 a.m. Let's talk Nigeria. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. My name is Mavis. While you're out there today, try to be nice to yourself and someone else. Good morning.